Hey, it's me Shane, Gemini Garage, and today we're going to do a real quick heating element replacement in this Kenmore 70 series dryer. And I went through this dryer once before and went through everything and everything was fine and replaced the element in it, and for whatever reason it decided to go out again. So I need to pull it out and just going to replace it real quick. So this is going to be a lot quicker than the last video I had was kind of a complete go through of the dryer, the timer, all the high limit switches and all that kind of stuff, and even how to access the belt. Not going to do that today, just going to do the quickest element replacement that I can and get on with life. So with that, yeah, let's do it. Stick with me. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, just for the hell of it, is since my fuse panel is right here, I'm just going to turn off the breaker there. Don't really need to do that because you're going to be unplugging it when you work on it, but you want to unplug the dryer, obviously, and those plugs are really large on there, and you don't want to slip and accidentally grab one of those plugs the wrong way. It's not really a bad idea if you can't get your breaker to turn off, if you don't have access to it or quick access to it, to at least use gloves. So that. Just going to pull this out here. Give me enough room to get back in there. And once again, I'm just going to take this camera off of here real quick and show you what we got over here. There's the plug right there, and then the dryer vent there. So I'm just going to reach down and pull that plug out of there and pull that dryer vent off the back side of the dryer here, and we'll get with it. So reach down here. Okay, I gotta use two hands. Alright, got the plug out of there. Put the camera back up here. Alright. Hopefully we'll have enough light in here to do this. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take our hose off down here. Get that out of the way. Take and set our cord up over the top here. Get that out of the way. Grab my screwdriver right here, and we got several screws in here. They're all 1/4 inch bits, so okay, should come off of there. Oh, we got one more right here, got one right there and one right there. Okay, so on this old Kenmore Series 70, what did we have? We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9. There's one right here, too. You only have to loosen that one a little bit if you want. It's got a slot in there. So there we go, 9 screws. Alright, now we're inside, and the heating element is this right here. Make sure I'm getting a good shot of this here. Okay, and I got a new one of those over here. And this whole thing just basically goes in here. There is a limit switch that goes in the side right here. I'll try and show you how to do that. Let's see here. We've got 2 screws that hold this in here. One here and one there. basically just slides down and out. And I'm going to pull these wires off of here real quick. You can see here, you've got a checking something here. You got a red wire and an orange wire, and then a red wire there. And this little thermostat high limit thing comes off of there. Let me take these off of here. So now we're basically just left with this right here. Yeah, something happened here. It got a little, looks like it got a little bit toasty. That got hot. Too hot. Don't know why. Now, once you're in here, this one's pretty clean, but you might want to take your vacuum cleaner, and you're probably going to have a lot of dust and lint and a bunch of other stuff in there, so you might want to suck all that out of there. Again, I'm going to go test this high limit switch right quick real here, because this got hot enough here that I just want to make sure that it didn't turn that off there or blow that out there. So I'm going to go check this real quick. Be right back. Okay, that tested okay. Basically, this is just basically kind of like a fuse or a switch, and if it gets too hot, it kicks off and it will either reset itself or it'll just stay burned out depending on the type that it is. Okay, so just a kind of quick note here, the lighting in there is really terrible, and I wanted to kind of be able to show you this up close. So this is the heating element we just pulled out of there, and obviously it's a little bit toasty. I'm not sure what happened there. The one I pulled out of here months back didn't look like that, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyways, and this is the new one here, and you can see the new one, or even the old one, they have this little ceramic block here that connects to the heating coils, right? Well, you've got this little high limit switch, or kind of like a fuse, that's right here. Sometimes these heating elements and kits will come with a new one of these, or several new ones, because there's more than one of these on the back side of the dryer there. If you want to go through all this and know how all this stuff goes together and how many of these, check out my other video, because it's a really long video on pretty much going through the whole entire washing machine. But anyways, this right here, you need to, if you don't get a new one with your heating element, you need to take the old one off and put it on the new one. And that pretty much just works like this. Let's see if I can get this thing to... this thing just basically slides down over this post here. Like that. Doesn't screw in there or anything, it just kind of basically goes in like that, and then just slides down over that post. So that's the old one, got that out, put it on the new one here. And again, this little tang right here sticking out kind of goes into that hole right there. So you just basically put that through there like that, push this forward, slide this down over this post here, and there you go. And then you got your other wire to hook up. You've got your one wire that goes here and your one wire that goes here, and then the one that goes here. So anyways, I just wanted to try and show that in the light. It's kind of hokey the way it goes on there. Matter of fact, this almost feels like it's a little bit loose, so you might want to take some pliers and just kind of squish this on there to make sure it's making good contact there. stubborn wench. But this is the kind of stuff you got to do, you know, because this stuff sometimes it just doesn't fit quite right. So. Well, that's being stubborn. Okay, that's better. I wanted to make sure that's making good contact on there, because if this is not making good contact and it's flickering back and forth and not giving it full voltage, it could cause this thing to heat up. So. Alright, so anyways, that's how you do it. Old one, new one. Alright, let's go put this thing back in. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so it was, let's see, 2 screws to put this thing back in, and it just kind of slides up in here, so. Just line your screw holes up on the side here. Line the holes up on the sides here. By the way, this stuff is all sheet metal, so either wear gloves or just kind of be careful, because it's really easy to cut your fingers on these sharp edges here. Just snug these screws up here. Alright, and then we had our one wire on the top, red wire on the top, other red wire over here, and then our little orange one right here. You can kind of see how they're coming off the harness. The one that slings down low, the one that comes from up over here is this red one here. There's only one orange wire that goes to this center one here, and then the other red one that goes to the top here. So that should pretty much do it as far as that goes. So yeah, good to go. Put it back together and see if it works. And I know it will, because that element was looking pretty toasty. So alright, again, don't forget you got 3 screws here. You've got this one down here, this one up here, and this one over here. The other ones are pretty easy to see. you can expect that to happen a few times. More than a few times. Okay, I found it. It was under the washer, of course. Okay, now you kind of want to make sure this back is just, on here evenly before you tighten all these up. These are sheet metal screws, so just snug is good. Alright, so now we're going to put this dryer vent back on here. This is always fun. You got to put the clamp further down, and then you got to get this on and then put the clamp over. And if this is all frayed and screwed up, then you're hating life. Okay, now we're going to tilt this a little bit and plug our cord back in. Okay, we got our dryer vent back on here and we're ready to plug it in. Like I said, not a bad idea to wear gloves when you're plugging these things in and out. I got the breaker turned off, but it's just a good habit because these plugs are so big you can slip pushing them in or pulling them out, and it's just a good habit to wear gloves even with the power off, because there may be a time where you can't turn your breaker off and you got to pull one of these out, so wear gloves. I'm going to pull it back in here a little bit further. Okay, a little more. That's always the problem, is getting behind these damn things. Okay. Alright. Okay, and we kind of got to lift our dryer vent up a little bit here so that it doesn't get completely smashed. Probably have to stick a broomstick back there and lift it up a little bit. It's kind of a long hose, but if it's any shorter then I can't get out of here. Honestly, getting the dryer in and out is the biggest pain in the ass. We got it plugged back in, got our vent pipe hooked back up to it, and got it running here just for a second. I'm going to stick my hand in there and see if I can feel any warm air there. Alright, well, I feel some warm air coming out of that thing, so I think we're good to go. So. Alright, well, that was a real super quick replace the heating element there. As obviously seen, a lot of times you can look at the heating element and tell if there's something not right with it, or if it's burned out, or if it's got a broken coil on it, and that one was obviously not quite right. So with that, we got it replaced and we got it working again. Everything in there looks, I kind of looked at it a little bit while off camera, and everything looks okay, so, and everything checks out alright. So once again, I have a really long drawn out video about this dryer and the dryer vent and just kind of a whole Series 70 dryer video. So if you want to know more about this dryer, want to know more about the high limits in there, want to know how to take the front off to get to the belt, if you want to know any of that kind of stuff, check out the other video I got. But like I said, this was just a real super quick heating element replacement so I can get on with the rest of my life here. So life's not fun without a clothes dryer. So yeah, hey, click the like and subscribe if you think about it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Shane, Gemini Garage.